Hello and welcome back to Mark's Lionel Trains. This video today I have for you is my rolling stock update. I have been building up my rolling stock and I've been collecting cars the last 3 months, and I finally got the last pieces last weekend, and I've also spent the last 3 weeks oiling my engines and making sure all the pickups are clean. I also cleaned the track, and yeah, definitely got the layout in order for sure. And I'd like to thank everyone for your views on my layout update video. It probably, by the time I put this out, it'll have over 1,200 views and over 50 likes. And I'd like to thank you all for your interest in that video. That video did turn out very well. So let's get on with the update of all my rolling stock. You're looking at the first box car and the first flat car that came with my first set in 1996 that I ever purchased. And speaking of purchasing things, I was asked a question whether or not I get paid for doing this channel or video, and the answer to that is no. I do not get paid for anything I do here on the channel. I have not received any free stuff. I think America's Best, he might have given me something off on something over the last 25 years of going to this store, but no. I have not received compensation in any way for doing these videos. I just do them because I like them, and if I have a good experience with the company, I like to pass that on to you, like I'm going to do tonight, because I'm going to show you the various boxcars that I've purchased throughout the years. And I'll take you upstairs and I'll show you my train box storage room. This is the original box from my first set in 1996. It's very important in this hobby that you retain all the original boxes. I keep everything, and there's all the switches and all the various boxes that all this stuff comes in. It's really important that you keep all your original boxes. All the locomotives I keep up there, they have their original shipping cartons, and you need those to, in case you have some problems and you have to ship them back to Lionel or have them repaired, or just transportation to carry your engine safely. And also maintain your receipts, because you want to keep the receipts as well. This one, the Lionel Centennial Flyer, I bought in 2000, December of 2000 for $192, and in the book right now it's $680, so I did pretty good with that set. It's a beautiful set. For a starter set, it is just a gorgeous engine. It's got the beautiful Lionel moniker right there. It's got the 100-year anniversary and Centennial Express on the tender. And it's a starter set, but we really enjoyed this engine. We had so much fun with it during the 90s, and when we were collecting all these cars, you know, during the turn of the century, it was the Lionel's 100th anniversary, so we were getting all the blue and orange cars. So I had 17 of these blue and orange cars and one regular car, Lehigh Valley. So I have been definitely updating my prototypical rolling stock. This is the boxcar that came with that set. 100 years of railroading fun. And it's been a lot of fun for me. Not 100 years, thankfully, that's for sure. And then my my moniker car that I use for Mark's Lionel Trains, that is from this set as well. And then the next car in the line is the Inside Track Railroad Club car that I got from my friend Barry, I think back in 97. It was like one of the second cars that I had on the railroad. And then I discovered eBay, and I bought that on eBay. That was a beautiful gondola that I really liked. That was an awesome gondola for sure. And then I bought the 1986, and I liked this car. It was just a standard, pretty much, it's still the gondola, but there's the box car there. I'm off film a little bit, but then I bought this one. This was the Lion, and Nowadays, it's Lion Chief for sure. So that's really awesome. And then the VAT car, you're seeing all these orange and blue cars, and that's why I wanted to upgrade it. And then my first hopper, and that was cool. And I got that one. That's really a nice 4-bay hopper. And then I got from America's Best the 4-pack of the Lionel electric toy trains cars, and there's 4 of these, 1 through 4, and I think it was $150 for 4 boxcar reefers, and that was cool. And then I really liked the colors on the next gondola coming up, so bought that, and that was really cool. And then my first tanker, definitely had only one tanker on the railroad. And then I was in America's Best, and I found Tony had this on the counter. Some gentleman, he was in his 60s, he was moving to California, I want to say. He was selling his stuff, so he sold this one, and I was eyeing that in the counter, and I thought that really looked cool. So that was a really cool tanker. And rounding out my last purchase in the 90s was the bunk car. And the bunk car has the Roy's Trains update in there for sure. And that's a really cool car as well. And that was, these are all my cars from the 90s, and that's pretty much what we collected back then. And you saw those rolling around the railroad a lot, and my new Southern Pacific caboose that I have a Southern Pacific SW8 on order. We'll see how that goes. But and then we'll show you all the new rolling stock that I've purchased. This is the gondola I spoke of earlier. It has the 4 orange canisters, so it matched my railroad really well at the time with all the blue and orange cars that we purchased from the late 90s to probably 2004. This one I got for $17 at Trains and Cars of Yesterday. It was a Morton Grove shop back in the... He closed in probably 2009. That was Mike. I bought my first train set from him. And I also bought the New York Central passenger set from him as well. And moving down the line, I have the, you all know about the Coors reefer that I purchased, and I got that in December from the Lionel store. Or not in December. I ordered it in December. I got it in January. I wanted to get another hopper on my railroad when I was upgrading all my rolling stock, and I found a little 2-bay hopper, but I just thought it was too small and it didn't have a coal load, so I just passed on that. And I found this CSX hopper with a wood chip service, and it looked really cool. I was really concerned that it would make it through my tunnel, but it did. And after I bought it, I noticed that I think I can take the top off, and I was able to take the top off. And then the next week I went back to America's Best, and in America's Best's hidden treasures room, I found the coal load. So for, I think it was $11, you can just slip the coal load in there, and all of a sudden you have a coal hopper, which I thought was really awesome. While I was at America's Best, I wanted to get more than one tanker on the railroad. At the time, I didn't have the silver one, so I wanted to upgrade my New York Central rolling stock. So I found this tanker, 8,000-gallon tanker at America's Best, and I picked that one up as well. And the next week, while I was waiting for my next order from online, I picked up this 8,000-gallon tanker. I like that one because it had like wings on there, Tidewater. That was a really nice tanker. Also from America's Best is this New York Central boxcar that they had. It's a double-door boxcar, and I don't have my little planer thing, so I'm going to stick my big bony finger in there and show you that I put a crate load in there as well. And I used the Woodland Scenics sticky glue to stick those crates in there, and that worked out really well. To go along with the last boxcar, from Toy Train Factory Outlet online, I found this boxcar, and I also purchased the tow truck that you see there to get the free shipping. And they are a female-owned company, and they included this thank you note on the bill, and I thought that was really cool. And they have really fast shipping, so I recommend them. They're really good. While I was searching online, I found this New York Central flat car with Sherman tank from Model Train Stuff. And I actually had to think about this one at 90 bucks. I think he might have had it less than that, but I still had to think about it. That's too cool to pass up. And then it snowballed from there. I took a chance from Brady's Trains Outlet. He had 2 of these tanks that were separated from a Legacy Pennsylvania set. And looking at the picture, I wasn't exactly sure how big those tanks were, but I decided to take a chance. They were $50 for the 2, and I won. They're 1/48 scale, and I kind of have an unusual situation here with 2 tanks on the flat car that was designed for 1. I have the Southern Pacific flat car, and I have the U.S. Army flat car from America's Best Trains and Hobbies. After I purchased all those tanks, I decided to upgrade all my tankers. I really liked these 8,000 gallon tankers, so I decided to buy a tanker a week at America's Best Trains. And that one's the first one I started with, was the Paris Marquette. And then I really liked the Gibson Wine Company tanker. That was a really nice one too. The next week. And then I picked up the Hercules Powder tanker the next week. And I was asking him about what other ones he had, and he said he had a couple in the warehouse. He thought he had a Santa Fe tanker as well, but he wasn't sure. He might have sold it, but yeah. Then the next week I went in and I got the Sinclair, and he mentioned he found that Santa Fe tanker. He has it on eBay for sale, but he didn't know how to take it down. They changed something on eBay, so I said I'll look at it on eBay and we'll go from there. So I decided to buy it on eBay because it was really good and I didn't want anybody else to buy it, and I told him I'd pick it up, so I picked it up in store. While I was waiting, he put a bunch of tankers in the back that he pulled out of the warehouse, and this was one of them, and I really liked that one, so I bought that one. And there's the Santa Fe, really beautiful tanker. I didn't want that one to get away. This was a 2004, 2005, a little bit older, but really nice tanker. And then while I was snooping around online, I found this 2-bay hopper, so he had to get that one out of the warehouse. So while I was waiting, he pulled out 2. He said, you want the red one or the silver one? And I looked at the red one, and it didn't have a coal load, but I can go into the secret room there and pull out a coal load, so no problem there. And yeah, no problem. And then we got down the line, bought this one on eBay for my little dockside switcher, a Santa Fe boxcar. And then rounding out last weekend, this is the last one I bought, the Chessie. This is the one that I bought, or I was going to buy, instead of the CSX. It didn't have a coal load, and I decided that now that I know about the secret coal room there, or the secret room he's got, I picked out a coal load. There was no problem. And I like this car because it reminds me of Eric's Trains. His cat's name is Chessie, and he's what inspired me to get my railroad going last November, and he's really been an inspiration. Excellent channel, very nice. So thank you very much for watching this update on my new rolling stock and my older rolling stock. I have some other stuff that I don't have on the railroad. I have the coal cars over there by the coal loader, but I don't run those around very much. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and liking and all your support on Mark's Lionel Trains.